Hey guys, AntVenom here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today I'm going to be showing you guys the Too Much TNT mod for Minecraft 1.4.7. And what this mod does is it adds in 10 new types of TNT, and it also adds in a new ore block into the game that will naturally spawn in your worlds that will allow you to mine up gunpowder. And it is called the Gunpowder ore, or the Sulfur ore as it's actually called in game. But anyways, what I'm going to be doing first is I'm going to be showing you guys the crafting recipes for all the different types of TNT, and then I'm going to be demonstrating their ultimate power by absolutely ravaging this landscape. So let's just go ahead and let's get started. So there are a couple of different base types of TNT that are added in with this mod. If I go into this first chest here, you'll notice that the crafting recipe for this first new type of TNT is just 4 regular pieces of TNT, and those will give you the TNT X20. Now, if you take 4 of the TNT X20s and combine them together, you will get a TNT X100. And these are pretty much noting the power, like how much more powerful than they are than regular TNT. This one being 100 times more powerful. Then if you take 4 of the 100s and you put them together, you get the TNT X500. And yeah, you can just imagine how powerful that one is. But if we go ahead into this chest here, and you take obsidian in this fashion, a lava bucket, and then a TNT X500, you will get a meteor TNT, which is incredibly powerful and has its own unique effect that, again, I will be showing off here in a little bit. So moving on to some of the more specialty types of TNT, if we go into this chest here and you take a TNT X20 and you put obsidian below it, will give you what's called the flat bomb, and which will basically destroy anything above where the TNT was placed. Well, not anything, but it'll destroy in a radius above it, but not below it. At least I think that's the way that works, or maybe it's the other way around. I'll go ahead and I'll demonstrate it here soon. And this one, the mining flat bomb, does, I believe it's one of the opposite of what the other bomb does. And again, you guys will see, this is how it's crafted. I believe the way this one works is, yeah, pretty much the same way, except it adds torches all over the place, which is why there are torches in the recipe itself. So anyways, moving on here, if you go ahead and you take a TNT X20 and you place water around it, you will get the ocean TNT block, which will create a very sizable amount of water in the area that you exploded in. And again, I will show that it doesn't create a full ocean or anything like that, but hey, if you're looking to make a really sizable body of water, then you can do that. So if you do the same recipe, I believe, yeah, the same recipe except with empty buckets, you will get the vaporized TNT. So yeah, I think that might get rid of water. I haven't actually tested this one, so I'll go ahead and I'll test it here in the video. And the last one, which is a little bit silly, but if you place cobblestone, glass, torches, a crafting bench, and a TNT X5 in this fashion, you will get the house TNT, which will place a little house for you where you explode the TNT. I think that's actually the safest one to start with. Let's just go ahead, let's set this one off. It doesn't actually show the prime TNT itself, but I assure you it is there. And there we go. We have ourselves a little house, and I can assure you the redstone torch is just from what I had placed down earlier. So yeah, if you are on the go and you need to make sure that you survive those mobs, even though chances are you're not using this mod on survival mode, but if you are, then there you go. You can go ahead and you can do that. So now let's go ahead and let's start off with showing you guys the power of these blocks. I'm gonna need to get very far away from my little demo setup over here, just so I don't destroy it. But it is still very likely that I still will wind up destroying it here. But anyways, the TNT X5, there we go. I believe the fuse timers on these also are a little bit longer than each of their predecessors. So the TNT X21 I think has a little bit longer of a timer than the X5, and same with the X100 and the X500, to the point where it takes, I think, like 10 seconds. Yeah, see, as you can see here, it took a while. So that was the TNT X20. You can see, like, it is definitely, like, much bigger than that one. It's like I would say it's 4 times. I would say it's 4 times the size, but like cubed or something, because it's not just 4 times the size. Otherwise, it would just be like 4 of these holes. So it's like 4 cubed or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but anyways, let's move on to the TNT X100, which is probably gonna blow both these holes out of the water. Like it's like this center area will probably stretch to at least the edge of that right there. So yeah, and if I were to go ahead now to set these down like one after another or something, even though you can't see the prime TNT, these TNT do react just like regular TNT. Yeah, you see that? Oh my god, please don't tell me my chests are destroyed. Probably. I bet there's at least one of them. Oh, no, none of them got destroyed out of that. But you could tell it got very close. But, yeah, something to note out of these is that if you place them down like one after another or something, they will sequentially blow each other up. So that's something that I'll demonstrate a little bit later on. So anyways, moving on to the TNT X500. Yeah, this one's a beast. We're going to have to go pretty much out of range of the setup over there in order to ensure that it does not blow up. So, like I said before, the fuse timers are much longer in them, which allows you to get away from them if you don't want to be right next to them when they explode. And it also does aid in making sure the mod itself does not crash. So, yeah, as we await here for this one to explode. And something cool, this does something very similar to another TNT mod I reviewed, the Explosives Plus mod. It doesn't actually try and, like, live calculate the explosion area. Instead, it just, like, re-renders the land. So it's kind of cool. It doesn't really cause any lag whatsoever. And yeah, you can see that had no intention of stopping. If this hill was much higher, that would have gone much deeper. So yeah, taking a look around here, just look at this. Like, the explosion radius for this goes all the way out to here. But the Meteor TNT, again, as I said before, kind of has a property of its own. It's not really too much more powerful than the 500, but let's go ahead and let's plop it on the ground here. Let's plop it in the ground, even though it doesn't make any difference. And I think this one has about the same explosion radius, or not explosion radius, but the explosion timer as the TNT X500. But like I said before, it does have a couple of unique properties about it. And that sort of explains its crafting recipe, too, why it has obsidian and a lava bucket in the crafting recipe. So yeah, as we await here, as we await for it to explode, we sit here above the land, and we wait for the Meteor TNT. Yeah, and it has its own TNT sound. I almost forgot about that one. And as we wait for the land to reload here, so like I said before, well, I'd say it's significantly bigger than the TNT X500 here, but as you can see here, it drops obsidian and fire like all over the place. So yeah, you really don't want to be anywhere near this bomb when it explodes. I would highly advise against that. So anyways, moving on to some of the more specialty pieces of TNT, let's go ahead and let's launch off something like the ocean block, which is the next one in line, because I think the vaporized TNT has more to do with vaporizing the water, which is why it has empty buckets in its crafting recipe. But yeah, so it's not the most consistent thing in the world, but if you do launch off the ocean TNT block, you can see that it is filling in water all over the place here. It's not like completely perfect. It doesn't like create you a perfect ocean or anything like that, as I said before, but it does do a pretty okay job. Like, let's go ahead and let's set one down right here. Let's see what happens, because that one was set down, this one was set down significantly higher than the other one, I think. Not sure. It was set down one block higher than the other one, I think. Okay, so yeah. Okay, yeah, see, so it did actually start up a couple of blocks higher. So there you go. That gives you the idea of how that one works. Now let's go ahead and let's try out the vaporized TNT block to see if it does what I thought it was going to do. See if it's going to destroy any of the land, or see if it's just going to... Yep, just as I suspected, it gets rid of a lot of the water that's around it, but it doesn't get rid of nearly as much as was placed there. So let's go ahead and let's do something like this. And let's just spam these all around. Let's just do that. Yeah, that's how you get rid of the water. You just place a whole bunch of them all around each other, just like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and let's move on to, again, one of the more specialty types of bombs. Let's go ahead and let's check out the flat bomb and the mining flat bomb. So as I said before, these ones sort of make it easier to mine. Let's go ahead and let's place this one like right here or something like that. So the way that the flat bomb works, again, I really need to see because I messed around with it earlier, but I can't quite remember. Yep. Just as I thought, it will level out an area near you, but it won't level out any of the area beneath it. So if I were to go ahead and I were to place a whole bunch of these just like this, just like this, and then I were to set one of these off, they would sequentially fire each other off, and the explosion area would be a lot wider than just this one. As you can see here, it's going way far out, but it's not affecting any of the ground underneath here. So yeah, all right. Now let's go ahead and let's go a fair bit under the earth here for this one, and let me show you guys the mining flat bomb. And this one does a very similar thing as I said before, but it's much bigger and it causes torches to be placed all over the place so that you don't have to worry about actually lighting up the area that much. Maybe in a few choice locations, but overall, really not that much. Let's go ahead and let's place a bunch of these. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, there we go. Let's place a whole bunch of these around here, and let's see what it does. Let's see if it crashes everything. Seems like it wants to. Oh, no, maybe not. Whoa, 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 they're like disappearing underneath me. Oh god, I'm getting lag. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Don't crash, Minecraft. You're a good Minecraft. You're a good Minecraft. Don't crash on me, bro. Don't crash on me, bro. As it turns nighttime here, I know that just this game hates me right now. It really does. I'm just saying it really does hate me. So yeah. Alright, and like I said before, there are also these sulfur ore blocks. If I can actually find the area where I was messing around with this mod again, then that would be cool, because then I could actually demo the block. Let's see, I think I have to go off this way. I don't know where my demo setup was, man. Oh, okay, it's over here. I remember that the smaller TNT blast, I believe, being very close to it. So yeah, but again, the sulfur ore block is really very simple. All you do is mine it up, and you get sulfur or gunpowder from it. There we go. Okay, did they all live? Oh, the chests lived! I successfully demoed the mod. Yay. Well, kinda, sorta. Let me just make sure I didn't forget any of these. I don't believe that I did. You guys obviously know what regular TNT does. But, wow, I'm searching for TNT when I want to search for diamond pickaxe. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Now let's go to game mode S. And when you go ahead and you mine these up, as I said before, plenty of times, you get plenty of sulfur blocks. Now, if only they could make a feather block, because feathers are way too hard to get right now. Yeah. Because when you used to be able to get them from zombies way back in 1.7.3, like beta days, it was really nice, but now it's like you can only get them from chickens, which are rare enough spawns as it is in the regular world. So there should be another way to get feathers, in my opinion. But anyways, I digress. So anyways, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed this mod review, and I hope you guys consider checking out for yourselves. The link, as always for the mod, will be in the description below. But anyways, guys, hope you all have enjoyed this video. And before we end off, actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set off a couple of these. Yeah, let's set off a couple of house bombs, because it makes no sense whatsoever. Aw. You know what? I'm not going to have any of its business. We're going to set them all off, whether it wants me to or not. We have created a mansion. Oh, there's actually walls in between all of them. That stinks. Oh, so much derp. So much derp. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna blow it all up. Just saying. Just gonna blow everything here up. Oh, wait. Why am I setting down torches? Okay, there we go. Blow it all up. Just like the creeper would do. Yeah, there goes my entire demo area and the entire everything. Somehow these pieces of cobblestone managed to survive, though. I wonder if the bombs are actually still down here that fell out of the chest. No idea. Anyways, guys, hope you all have enjoyed this mod review. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.